From WBEZ Chicago, it's This American Life. I'm Ira Glass. Today on our program, Massachusetts men and Canadian cougars. Presented in 4 acts. Act 1.
You can do it.
You can do it. Act 1. Steve. No. Now I just turned. Now you
wrote it down.
That's as far as I got. Act 1.
Oh.
That was it. I thought you were
going
to
you were going to improv from there?
No, I was not going to improv. I thought something else would happen.
Are we going to announce the other 3 acts later?
No, it was just.
See, Steve started this thing a couple of weeks ago where he was going to do different radio show openings because we get constantly criticized for having bad openings. So why not rip off other people who've been doing it for a while?
So this one's a bad opening as well, then, right?
That's the. Well, I guess if you don't appreciate public radio, then yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's a bad opening. My name is Chris, and this is horribly off topic, not actually This American Life. And that's...
Oh, we tricked you again.
I mean, is this number 22?
This is 22.
So
whoa!
Wow, your brother knows.
My brother remembers it. I'm glad you remember
and
it.
This they would see that it's probably off topic number 22, so they wouldn't know that it's a.
They yes.
Life.
Well, but see, if they listen to a bunch of podcasts, right?
They'll be like, "Oh, did I accidentally push the wrong one?"
Yeah. Well, like in my podcast listener, it just will play them back to back to back. So it might be that I have this one come up, and I think it's an episode of This American Life. I said, "Ira,
with that flawless impression, how would people not know it was him?"
I don't know. I really don't. But I was trying to do introductions there. I'm Chris.
Oh, I'm also no. I'm Steve.
You're Steve, and we have a special guest again this week, but a different special guest.
Different special guest.
I'm not Matt.
You're not Matt. You are John.
You are not Dan.
And it's going to be hard to disguise your last name because you are in fact Chris's brother.
Yeah.
I am John. Thank you.
John Prime. I would say he is he is of all the Johns that are mentioned in the show.
You are the most prevalent John.
I'm a male.
You are
not a he she. Thank you. Thank you.
Did I say he she?
She.
You are the he she of the group, and that's
okay.
fine.
All right. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with being a he she.
I actually have the smallest amount of hair between the 3 of us, so you're more she's than me.
What?
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense.
Women usually have longer hair.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, more hair.
Therefore, more hair.
Well, I have more hair, but it's everywhere.
Yes, yes.
I have like a weird patch on my back. Like I'm not going to show you.
I don't want to.
But
see
it's like on my lower back.
Yeah, okay.
I'm really trying to get everybody moist for the new year.
It's a very important task of this job to get people.
But it's like right here, like I'm pointing at it, like it's on the left side. No, I'm just trying to explain it while
on the
pointing.
left side.
Yeah, there's like a little patch right there.
Not on the right side.
No.
See, mine on my back is kind of like a mohawk. It just sort of like starts like right in mid shoulder blade and just goes right down the back, the spine.
The back of your back?
The back of my back. Yeah, center of the back.
Yeah,
okay, there
Gremlins 2 was just on, so can we call you Spike?
Yeah. Don't feed him after midnight.
Because he'll get the vapors.
What?
The gas.
Oh.
I don't know.
I usually like my bed is usually filled with farts.
Oh.
That is just like a daily occurrence. Just like I think like if I sold my mattress, like it would be like if I ever become famous and sold my mattress, they would be like they could probably get my
item.
They could probably get my DNA from the amount of like gas
farts
that is in my.
Because it's not just
mattress.
farts; they're moist farts.
Not that moist. Not like I shit my bed farts.
That happens sometimes, though.
But even if you.
Pardon.
Right there.
Even if you shit your bed, well, you wouldn't really be shitting your bed. You'd be shitting your shorts.
You just mouth farted a little bit.
That was a burp.
They'd have to be really, really moist in order to get through the shorts.
I'm really hoping Rob is listening to this.
Do you want Rob to listen to this one?
Yeah, well,
he loves that one.
Well, his wife. I think his wife listens more than he does.
And so what we should be trying to do is we should be trying to get his wife to like make her laugh enough so that she's like,
Rob, you got to come over and listen to this.
Yeah,
and when he comes over, he's gonna be like, and do that thing with his hands.
Secret plot between us and Rob's wife to get him. She's listening on the headphones. She's like, Rob, you got to listen to this one. Did they say moist? No, not at all. Rob.
I wrote like that joke that I've told. I wrote it with the hopes that he would see me doing it live.
Yeah.
And it was lucky enough that it did happen. Like my first gig, he was there.
Yeah.
Have you ever confronted him about that? Could it be that he doesn't like the word because it makes him moist?
Oh.
Like, that could be it.
Makes him, well, like, it's not, he doesn't have lady parts.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
his
not
balls
like
could
that's
get
a
moist.
good thing.
You know, they could start
He
sweating.
he just gets
loosen
moist
up,
because...
You know? Yeah. I don't know.
That's gross.
You might want to.
Well, I'm going to say that's not an image that I would like to think of, but I do recall at least one or two ladies back in high school who might not have been that offended by the idea of Rob's balls getting moist. I think maybe they thought about his.
All right. Well,
his. Genital regions.
What women were these? Do you have names?
I don't have names.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't name names.
I'm not going to name names.
Ladies that wanted to bang Rob.
I'm just saying, yes, there were a lot of women in the theater.
By the way, everyone that's out there listening, inside stories here. We're talking about a friend of ours named Rob that friends wanted to bang.
Yeah, I mean,
and they probably still do.
Yeah,
he was an attractive gentleman.
Yeah.
Still is, I guess.
Well, he's getting a little more thin. Where you were complaining.
He's a little bit older than me. So
like a couple of months?
Exactly. So give me a couple months and I'll get just as thin.
Just as thin.
Yeah.
Just as thin. Hair, not body.
Oh yeah, no, I can't lose body weight.
No, I can't lose body weight either. I worked out every goddamn day this week, watched what I ate, and gained 2.6 pounds.
Well, you probably put on some muscle.
Yeah,
then.
no, muscle weighs more than fat, so you are looking kind of jacked right now.
Yeah. Looks
Speaking
like you've
of
been
jacked,
working out.
what is that stain right there on the floor?
Oh
my goodness! We should say.
Oh yeah, because like the way we ended last week's show was with Matt.
Was with Matt, and Matt mentioned that even though he'd been over to our parents' house a number of times over the years, he never saw me, and the reason he never saw me, according to everyone else, was that what?
You were jerking off in here.
In here, because we're in my old bedroom.
Yes,
we were recording in my old bedroom, where apparently. The walls, if you took a black light to them, should look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Was that like a Dennis Miller joke? That's
a Guardians of the Galaxy joke.
Yeah. It was sort of Guardians of the Galaxy, taken from Dennis Miller.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
I saw the movie, but I don't remember the joke.
Would he have seen Dennis Miller enough to know that joke, or did he just make that joke out of...
he must have made the joke out of just...
I mean, it's 1988, right? When he leaves Earth.
Yeah, and he was only like 9 or something like that.
It was 9
or 8.
Well, that Dennis Miller was big in the 80s or late 80s.
He was, but
you can leave, if you're not enjoying yourself.
Should we mention that there's
we have an audience.
We have an audience,
and he's showing his displeasure by shooting himself in the eye.
Yeah, after making jerk-off motions with his hands.
Well, he knew what was coming.
And, yeah. He thinks he's going to shoot his eye out like that kid from the Christmas story.
With the jizz.
With the jizz.
Yeah, it's like his Red Rider is somebody else's Red Rocket. So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We've just played charades with your dad. That's great.
Yeah. The guest was Chris and I's father.
Yeah. So we're recording in my old bedroom. And I did not jerk off in here.
What?
I did not. That's not what I was doing when Matt didn't see me.
No, but you've never jerked off in here.
No, never. Not once.
Just because your dad is here doesn't mean you can lie to us.
We've been in here like 10 minutes and I've jerked off 5 times. So, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. That was from a movie I can't remember.
Yeah.
Never happened.
That was...
never once in this room.
Never once.
What was the movie?
No, I lost it when we
were
saying never once.
How could you... We said one thing and it made you lose your memory.
It's a habit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm calling bullshit on you.
When was Matt over here? Is what I want to know.
The 40-year-old virgin. That's what it's from.
Thank you.
Paul Rudd, who you wanted to one point make love to.
I never wanted.
I'm sorry. You wanted him to make love to you.
No, you're misconstruing my words. I said if I had to go gay for anyone, it would be Paul Rudd.
But you mentioned it in detail. You said you wanted some...
No, I think because somebody was asking me questions in further detail, and I'm like, sure. And I'm like, I guess it would be...
Is it Paul Rudd or Paul Rudd? I don't know.
It's Paul Rudd.
Rudd, okay. Yeah.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Excellent.
When would he have been here? I mean, to
Paul Rudd?
Well, has he
Paul Rudd has never been here.
Has never been here. And by here, you mean in your ass.
or in your old bedroom.
Wait, why are you in his ass?
I'm not in his ass.
You can't use the word here unless you're actually there.
Yeah, don't say that you're in my ass.
Yeah, please don't.
We're denying things to the audience that they all know from listening to 21 episodes, now 21 and
it was
quarter episodes of this podcast.
It was, so we started hanging out with them when we were seniors, right?
Okay.
We're hanging out with who?
Matt and Eric and all those folks.
Yeah.
So you were in college.
In college.
So
That's
when you
why
were,
I wasn't here.
No, when you were here in the summer.
When I was here in the summer, when you guys were
gallivanting around
and
like
I was a sophomore in college.
Yeah, you were in here jacking.
I was not.
Yeah, you were. What were you doing in here? Just being moody?
Yes. That's what I do well.
Yes, you're very good at it.
Probably
especially at
playing Oregon Trail on my. Let's see, when you guys were seniors. This is after you graduated.
No, this
was it the summer between junior and senior year, or the summer between senior year and college?
Because I went out with that girl for like a week or something like that.
What girl?
Yeah, exactly. And that, that was sophomore year, and we started hanging around with them because I think she was friends with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so the timeline is skewed here.
I thought because they were younger than us. They were sophomores when we were seniors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
But you started hanging with them when they were still in middle school?
No.
Yeah,
No. We were seniors.
Yeah, we must have been seniors. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But we graduated young, so...
Nevertheless, I was not joking.
We were still 17 when we were hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't that creepy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that creepy.
To hang out with 15-year-olds.
No.
Yeah.
No. Not that creepy at all.
No.
Yeah. No.
It's weird thinking back at how old we all were at the time.
Yeah. That is weird.
I mean, and now we're all in our 30s.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yes. Some of us just barely.
Oh, stop you.
It's really sad.
So, I'm still dumbfounded that you've never once jerked off in your bedroom.
That doesn't make any sense.
Did you do it in the bathroom?
No.
Did you just not do it?
I just didn't do it.
That explains so much.
Like, where did you do with all the jizz?
I didn't.
You just, left it in there?
It's just...
It's building up for years and years and years.
Is it still in there?
It might be.
Oh, your dad is assuming it's used as hair dye. Or
not
hair dye.
Hair gel. Hair gel.
Sorry.
No, I mean, have you... Look, I had the same haircut for however many years.
Speaking of jacking off, there was something about Mary.
Yeah.
Which I've never seen.
You've never seen that movie?
I've never seen There's Something About Mary.
That's terrible. Have you seen the Care Bears movie?
What?
Probably.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Well, you do have two daughters.
I do have two daughters. I've seen lots.
But I've seen both of those movies. But I saw the Care Bears movie when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly. As did I.
That's what I'm saying. I think I've seen it. I probably haven't seen it in 30 years.
Wow.
Whenever it came out.
You mean you didn't see it with your daughters then?
I did not see it with my daughters.
You should. It's not a bad. I mean, they have it has good messages.
They don't care about Care Bears.
There's one bad message though. It's the Care Bear stare. Staring's not good.
Yeah, it is. It's really like
okay. Let's
don't they stare with their bellies?
No. Yeah, they stare with their bellies. But
when
you're on a date with somebody, I think it's a really good idea to stare at them. I'm just giving dating advice to the world.
Great. What else? Stare at them?
Just stare at them and lick your lips. Yeah, like that. That's perfect.
I'm appreciating the dating advice. Now,
why do you need dating advice?
I don't need dating. I'm appreciating you giving him dating advice.
Didn't you just have a date night?
I did have a date night.
What did you guys do?
We went to dinner at the Outback Steakhouse.
Did you get a steak?
I did get a steak.
Good. I mean, it would be a travesty if you went to a steakhouse and got something other than a steak.
No, got a steak. And we went and saw The Hobbit.
In 3D?
Battle of the Five Armies. We did not see it in 3D.
Which one did you go to? Cinemagic?
We went to Cinemagic.
You'll love the magic.
For the best day around.
You'll love Cinemagic. It's a really great song.
Yeah.
It's really terrible, and they play it in front of every movie.
Oh, you mean you love it?
Except
and you want to get free tickets to that place?
I don't know.
Yes, of course.
Nice sponsorship.
I don't live in
Merrimack. We've said it before. We don't need to say it. We don't need to.
Yeah, we love giving people free plugs. Cinemagic, go there and watch movies.
Yeah, well, I sat there thinking about the advertising most of the time, you know,
You want to advertise in the movie theater?
No, I don't.
While you were watching The Hobbit, you just thought of advertising? You weren't paying attention?
Before The Hobbit.
Oh, okay.
So we're at Cinemagic, and we get in there, and I sit down, and Stephanie takes out her phone, and I take out my phone.
And you're fiddling on your phone.
We're fiddling on the phones while the ads are going. Mm-hmm. And I think about who is paying how much money to put their ads up on this big screen while everyone in the audience fiddles with their phones.
Well, the thing is, it's hard to avoid from your gaze unless you have the phone planted.
From your what?
Gaze.
Oh, okay, I understand. Right.
Not gay.
No, I understand. I understand. I got
your
you.
gaze.
No, I just didn't understand for a second. I got it.
Gaze, is that gaze?
Yes.
Okay, that one.
Okay.
Right, that one.
Not plural.
It's hard to avoid your gaze.
It's hard to avoid your many homosexuals.
Okay, yes.
Okay, it's hard to avoid your gaze.
Anyways, your gaze.
It's hard to take your gaze off the screen. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
It is hard to get them off the screen.
I know.
They're so theatrical.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's so melodramatic. Sort of like you were.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
You'd stomp downstairs and just be like, I'm so in a bad mood.
You just made it sound like that's where all the jizzing happened.
Yeah, when he was stomping down the stairs. Because he didn't do it in the bathroom. He didn't do it in here.
Yeah,
he was stomping down the stairs and like
it just shot out.
Yeah, it was so pent up. It just like so maybe that hallway.
It was pent up. Yes.
So it was just all the way down the hallway.
Yep.
Going down the stairs.
We've had that replastered several times.
Or maybe that's.
I was trying to make a point
that's
about
the cocking.
I was trying to make a point about Cinemagic.
Okay, well then what is it?
No, you had something to say there. It's hard to take your gaze off the screen.
Yeah, so even if you are like engrossed in Angry Birds or whatever, you can still see what's there.
Right.
Angry Birds is a great game, by the way. Maybe they should send you guys.
Rovio, where's our money?
Where's our money? Here's the thing. So there's that advertising. And then there's the advertising of like telling me what kind of cinema it is, like what kind of digital display they have and what kind of digital sound. Who the fuck are they selling to then? Like, I'm not a cinema owner.
Whoa.
What?
You are getting irrationally upset about this.
I got upset about a lot about movie night last night. So I just like, who the fuck are they advertising to?
Something seems to have been pent up, perhaps.
Yeah.
During the movie.
Do you want us to leave and then you can like do your first jerk off in your former bedroom?
Finally do it. We can shut the door and everything.
Well, your dad can stand and
then
watch
they go through then they go through this whole rigmarole of like, just show me the goddamn previews. Don't make up this. I don't know if it was trying to be like Jarvis from the Avengers. It's like, we're now going to test content before we provide you the main content of the evening. They're
just trying to make it slightly more entertaining.
It's not. They're failing.
Well, then whatever. They're going to put ads in front of the trailers. They're going to do it, Chris. You might as well have the guy from the Avengers.
In front of the trailers it wasn't the guy from the Avengers. It was a cheap knockoff of like, here is a robotic voice. I am testing content on your theater screen.
Jeez, they couldn't even afford that guy.
They could not afford that guy.
No.
Paul Bettany. He's gonna be in the next Avengers
movie.
Well,
he's probably rolling in cake right now because of the amount of like spin-offs this is doing.
Yeah.
Rolling in cake?
Yeah, isn't that an expression?
Not to my knowledge.
But, you know, I might just.
They did play the Star Wars trailer. I'm just gonna say, like, that of all the ads beforehand, I did get to see the Star Wars trailer
on the big screen.
On the big screen, got to geek out about that a little bit.
I don't know. We never talked.
We never talked about the Star Wars trailer.
You've seen it, right?
I've not.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Well, there's not much in the trailer. It's not like there's
there's
no dialogue. There's a weird spinny.
Well, there's a bit of voiceover. I don't know if that counts.
And then there's the lightsaber that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, not at all. I've seen the lightsaber picture. You
can't go online and avoid the lightsaber picture.
And that looks
like
really dumb.
Why would you have a hilt on a light beam sword?
Because everyone gets their hands cut off. And so this is somebody thinking ahead. He's like, well, if I got that right there, they got to go through that thing before they can cut off my hand.
Well, I always considered like the Jedi more like samurai.
I did too. So did George Lucas. Well, he based the whole thing on
still had guards on their samurai swords. They were small and they were Suba. I believe.
Yeah,
is the term.
but not like a hilt.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make any
A
sense.
light beam hilt, mind you.
Yeah, which is not fully connected, so you can still go at it at an angle and chop it in half.
They're going to take it out of the movie probably, just because of this podcast.
Yes, we are the tipping point.
Yes, everybody else complained, and then we finally did, and now they're like, oh, well, yeah, we got to take that out. Yeah. No more light sword. I'm not even calling it lightsaber. I'm just calling it light sword.
Because you're trying to get advertising from the lightsaber people.
It's all
call the lightsaber people.
Yeah, well, you call it light sword.
Hey, LucasArts, or LucasArts is even
Hey Disney.
Hey Disney, give us cash.
Sponsor our show.
LucasArts. I remember back in the day, like those video games that they put out for like PC in the mid 90s.
Yeah,
were great. There was the Dig. There was Sam and Max. I think they did Day of the Tentacle, which was the sequel to Maniac Mansion.
Yeah.
What else? They did Full Throttle. Just like point and click adventure games that, what is it? Telltale, the company.
Yes, that does that now.
Yeah, I
thought you were going to go in the direction.
I think the original was King's Quest was the original point and click kind of adventure game. And then there was Space Quest, which was like the space parody version of King Quest,
right?
And but then I think the LucasArts versions of those games or that genre were the best out of all of them. I didn't mean to just completely drain all bits of funny out of the show, but I was just saying that I like those games.
I thought you were going in the direction of like the Rogue Squadron games and things like
that.
Well,
those were good too.
Those were great. That was when I remember, I don't know what system or console that would have been out for.
Rogue Squadron, I think, was the N64.
Yeah, and that might have been the first time, I don't know if you, John, brought the N64 out into the living room at like Christmas time or whatever. Like, I don't remember, I hadn't played video games in years, and that was my first, that and you had a WrestleMania game.
Yeah, you loved that WrestleMania.
And I loved the WrestleMania game a little bit too much. I had my own character who was dressed in orange tights, and his name was the Almighty E.
Do you remember when you would Yeah, that's weird. Never mind. No, you remember when you borrowed like $1 or $2 from mom and sent in like your own wrestling moves on like paper? They had like a paper wrestling thing.
I was obsessed with mail-in wrestling.
Yeah, we had to go to that store that's over on Drum Hill, and you had to like find the magazine that had the thing.
Which
in the
they
back.
still, that magazine is still around, and they still have that mail-in wrestling thing.
What was your wrestling moves?
Oh, there you just do suplex, drop kick,
Oh, I thought it was like you were making up Chris.
Oh no,
Chris Ism's moves.
No, but you had to come up with your own character. So you would come up with your own character. You would come up with a finishing move, and then you would mail in your moves. Like you'd pick a series of moves that all had numbers, and you'd pick different opponents who were in your quote unquote league, and. You would mail it.
This doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it's sort of like paper, rock, scissors.
Oh, okay.
Each move had its own value, and they compared moves. You can only have a certain amount of moves.
And so basically, if yours matched up in the rock, paper, scissors against someone else,
right, you would get the win versus them.
And so they mailed you something back saying you won.
They would mail you a newsletter, and for years I kept these I think they're long since gone, but I kept these newsletters which had. I think my characters were the tag team champions of my my league at some point.
Wow.
And I had other characters who were terrible. I will tell you the one character name that I remember was the Hampton Beach Horror. That was the name of my first wrestling
You mean anytime you go to Hampton Beach?
Yeah, anytime you went to Hampton Beach. Well, at the time that we were doing this, I had a gray Hampton Beach hooded sweatshirt, and I modeled the character after me, pudgy little me with the Hampton Beach gray hooded sweatshirt.
Aw.
Yeah.
So,
needless to say, he lost a lot.
Okay.
And then eventually the other guys that I created won a lot. But I can't believe that they still have the damn thing in the age of the internet, that they're still trying to make money.
Well, Vincent McMahon will try to make money off of anything
that's... But it's not Vincent McMahon. It's like some very, very small company in Indiana.
But
right?
like it does it have WWF or WWE on it? No, it's just a wrestling magazine.
No, the wrestling magazine itself I think was Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Okay.
That's been around for ages. But the company would always be on like the inside. No, God, for fucking show notes, I'm gonna have to look this up.
Yeah, huh? Good luck with that.
And show notes for this episode are at clarkwoods.com/hot/22.
Yeah, you remembered.
I didn't remember. John remembered.
No, but you remembered over the course of the episode.
Well, we're 24 minutes in. You know.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
I know. We've packed a lot of content.
This is dragon.
Dragon.
I'm kidding.
Not the bragging dragon.
That's it. Fun Spot.
That's Fun Spot. Free plug.
That place is really fun.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
It's the place. If we were going
it's
up
not
later,
the best time around. That's Cinemagic, right?
If we're going up later, I'd say let's go stop there on the way up. But we're
we
leaving.
Can stop there on the way back.
Where are you going?
Yeah, that's even better idea.
Wait, where are you going?
Oh, jeez.
No,
Did you not say it like that?
Where are you going?
I don't like your like, hey, I'm putting on a thing voice.
You don't like my putting on a thing voice?
Yeah, like just act naturally.
I'm Ira Glass.
No, you're not.
Act 2.
Oh, you wanna do some improv here?
Canada. No, Act 2, Canada. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you guys are going to Canada.
Yes, we're going to Canada.
Wait. Act 1 didn't have a title. Act 2 is Canada. Is Act 3 going to be Cougars? I guess.
Yes.
Since you said Canadian
John
Cougars?
Cougar Mellencamp.
Act 1 was Massachusetts men. Sorry, that went without. I thought that went without saying. Act 2 is Canadian, and Act 3 will be Cougars.
Okay.
All right. So Act 2.
Well, he technically. I mean, you've lived in California.
That guy's.
You're doing Arnold now.
No.
He did.
Well, you did this amazing Ira Glass impression earlier. I want to see your Arnold.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think I did the opposite of
Try it out.
Just do
Let's
it.
Just say California.
California.
Wow, I think this was the best out of all of us.
That was so much fun. I wasn't even trying. Then that guy just knocked it out of the park.
I thought he was here with us.
He knocked it way out of the park there, buddy. Oh my god.
Oh my god, there, dude.
Dude,
How do you like apples?
I don't really. They give me.
Well, I got a number. How do you like dem apples?
I said I don't like apples at all.
They kind of give me the
Well, you
runs.
want to fight?
No, I don't.
You want to fight? You want to go down? Go down
I don't
Southie
want
way?
to. What the? Is
You
that
guys-
like
are you
go
guys
down
okay?
on somebody?
I don't know.
Stop. All right. So
Go down the Southie way. That's a totally different way than going down the normal way.
Like
right?
You get all.
Am I right?
You get all wasted and you vomit in there or something.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
That's exactly how it works.
So
Some girls like it that way.
Oh my God! Stop. Okay, so
You're going to Canada.
Yes, we're going to Canada. But
Why?
I was asking. Fuck you! I'm asking him a question. I'm not asking him a question, but you've lived in California for what, like 13 years now?
Yeah, and you can't hang up on me here because
I know, because you're in the room.
I'm in the room.
Like that was one of the other episodes where it was like, what was it was
We talked about that.
well, like you're gonna have to reference it in the show notes because I'm talking about it.
I don't remember what episode that was.
It was the shitty things that we used to do.
Okay,
Episode.
I'll try to find that one. Like that's not.
That was like
episode.
upstairs darts one. Like we talked
right.
about that last week as well. But remember we were at Paul's winter house and we played
you
darts
guys
upstairs.
Yeah. We also saw that alien outside.
Yeah.
Wow, that was really fucking weird.
Yeah. That was a.
Yeah.
That was, like, I remember. Was that the time Paul got beat up?
No, the three cyborg Mexican ninjas with razor blades and laser beams for eyes. They were not that instance.
Okay, I thought that might have been the same time.
That was the time that I think Eric almost vomited watching I Spit on Your Grave, and I was just laughing the entire time
because it's just one of those hilarious movies.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it, Chris?
I have not.
It has one of the longest rape scenes on film that I've ever seen.
I missed that part. I only came in when she was getting vengeance by cutting off the guy's dick in the bathtub.
Oh, okay.
And then Eric's like, blah, blah, right off the balcony.
Really?
And then I was like, what is... And then I just started laughing.
That came up last week, right?
I Spit on Your Grave?
No, shitting
off the balcony, yes.
Vomiting off the balcony.
But that was a different time that I was talking about.
Okay. All right. Can you tell me about Canada? Why are you guys going to Canada?
Because this guy has only been up there as a kid.
Yeah, I've never been up. Steve and a whole bunch of people used to go up when I was working at Bar Associates. They make really great products there. Bar.
They're not even called that anymore.
Okay,
so.
screw Bar.
All right.
And besides,
All right, so they went up to Canada.
They went up to Canada a lot while I was working. So I've never actually been up to Canada since, I was a kid. and we went over the Niagara Falls Bridge.
Yes.
I almost fell off, I guess, one time. I don't remember
One
that.
time?
One time?
Were you dancing on the railing or something?
I guess I was running towards the railing like not a very smart child, and then I almost jumped over, and then my dad and mom started freaking
Did you
out.
at least like grab a barrel to go in over?
No, I think I just wanted to jump over. But anyway, and I also got a cut on my leg that just gashed blood.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so this time we're not going to go to Niagara Falls.
You're not going to jump over the falls.
No, we're not even going near.
We're going to
Niagara.
French Canada.
French
Canada.
Yep.
That's the better Canada.
Which is no, it's not necessarily the better Canada, but it's the closer Canada.
We should say it's the better Canada.
Why?
We John and I, we have Acadian roots, and I'm just saying.
We have French Canadian roots. So,
although we have English roots too.
Yeah. So we pretty much
we expelled ourselves from Canada.
We pretty much fuck ourselves except for Chris in his room when he's up
which
here
never happened.
Which never happened.
So you're going to French.
Yes, he is such a liar.
French Canada.
Hands check. All right. No, Chris was the last.
I was not the last. Steve was the last.
Whatever. My hands were showing anyways.
French Canada. Now, what's appealing
Canada.
About French Canada?
Well, we haven't talked about it in a couple of weeks.
We have about what? About what, Steve?
About the thing that we went several weeks, almost like I think the first maybe 7 episodes. Every time we did a show, we at some point or another talked about strip clubs.
Oh, we're going to a strip club?
Well, I thought that was the plan.
Oh, there's I got a passport this year and I really want to use it. So that's why I suggested going.
So it's just
And then the second thing, there's really good vegan food because some of our friends said there's really good vegan food up there.
Oh, good.
I have a friend that lives up there, and she mentioned that Montreal was really good. And I tried to talk Steve into walking 20 minutes to go to the top of it, but he's like, nah. And I'm like, all right, well,
I don't know, maybe
we'll probably do that. But what's a strip club, guys?
Oh, it's one of these newfangled places
where
you can go and ladies they'll dance in front of you.
Oh, that's cool.
With relatively no clothes on.
Wait a minute, I don't know. It's Canada's cold.
Well, they're going to be indoors.
Yeah, indoors.
Wait, how are they? Are we going to be indoors too?
Yes. No, we're going to be outside.
You have to stand outside.
Where's the club come into it?
Well, that's
there's this dude at the front of the door, and he's got a club. And if you happen to annoy the lady in any way, he comes after you with the club. That's why it's a strip club.
It's not one of the clubs that you're thinking. It's one of the ones they used to put on your steering wheel in the car.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So they can't steal your car.
Yeah.
All right. Since we're driving,
we should get the club to sponsor us.
The club? Yeah. You think so?
Do you think they still exist?
One of the other Johns that we've spoken about in the past has a club on his car.
He does?
Yeah.
I'd imagine that would be just as easy to get off as a bike chain.
Not as easy to get off as me.
Yeah.
In here.
No, just walking down the stairs.
It doesn't look like it's that easy to get off.
Do you need a little like up the butt, like a little diddle up there to get it going?
A little diddle? No.
Oh, more than a little?
Why I've been coming on to Steve for 22 episodes.
Wow.
Gross.
Wow. But not this episode.
No, I haven't been making any jokes.
Well, no,
about that at all.
we're in the room, so Steve is safe this week.
Right, because
you don't want to break up your
nothing
streak.
ever happened in this room.
Ever.
Except for brooding.
No. There was a short period of time where Stephanie and I lived here in between college and when we got our first apartment, but nothing ever happened then either.
Why?
So Canada, the strip clubs, vegan food,
yep.
Royale,
Mount
Royale,
Montreal,
with cheese.
With cheese.
Yeah. Or what is it? Fromage?
No.
Fromage?
Well, yeah, cheese is fromage. Yes,
okay.
You're right.
Yeah, it's
in
not
Amsterdam. It's Royale with cheese. This is not.
Oh
French.
Yeah, sorry. But don't they speak French
in Amsterdam?
Well, yeah, I imagine they're
Did the French conquer the Dutch?
No, but I think they're multilingual over there.
The French conquered anybody.
Fuck you. They didn't.
French are weaklings.
Well, what about Napoleon?
Napoleon?
He did some shit.
He did do some shit.
He just had an ulcer. That's all he had.
I thought he had an appendix problem.
He had an inferiority complex.
Maybe it was a spleen.
I don't know, because there's a picture of him with
he's got his hand in
the left?
No,
I
not
think
there,
it's the other
Dad.
hand.
No,
Get your hand out of your pants, you perv.
Yeah. So, if for those who you can't see, my father just walked in.
For those, like, you mean everybody except for the three of us?
Oh no, I meant blind people.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a hand goes down pants.
That's what Napoleon did.
Yeah.
Just like Napoleon.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess Napoleon conquered some
You know
shit.
what's terrible is that, like, you may have not have jerked off in this room, but my dad pretty much just did. So, yeah.
With 3 dudes.
He wasted no time.
He wasted no time. He got right to it. Oh, he's pointing out all the places.
Yeah, is that duct tape?
All the great jerk-offs.
Yeah. Awesome. Good talk.
Good talk.
Good talk.
So
this is what your show is normally?
This is
it's usually less distracting because there isn't someone pointing.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So you guys are going to Canada, and there's not much to say about it. I thought we were going to get a whole episode of going to Canada, but that...
no, I mean, we're going to do some stuff up there.
Yeah, we're going to drink.
You're going to do some stuff?
We're going to go to Peel Pub.
Drink at Peel Pub.
Yeah.
Because I've gone there every time I've gone to Canada.
Yeah, well, we've missed all the horrible...
every time I've gone to Montreal, I've gone to Peel Pub.
Okay.
We'll miss all the horrible festivities, supposedly. Because there was, I guess, I looked online at the MTL blog, and there was just their holiday season up in Montreal is, like, crappy right now for some reason.
Huh.
Like, it's just not as cool as... Like, they hung out a whole bunch of lights on St. Lawrence Street, I guess.
Yeah.
And they just looked like shit, and then everyone's complaining or whatever.
So they're not
going. So we're missing all their festivities that are supposedly crap. But we're also missing...
We're also missing New Year's, which is also going to be good because it's going to be like I remember Brian, our good friend and show contributor.
Yes,
Brian from college.
Okay.
That you don't remember.
No,
he's probably going to get mad about it. John doesn't remember you, Brian. I'm sorry.
I don't remember a lot of things.
So Brian and Leo and I went up there for spring break.
I remember Leo because he had like a lot of hair. And he was Italian, right?
No, he was Portuguese.
All right, never mind.
I don't know why I said it that way. So we the three of us.
No difference between the Italian and the Portuguese.
Well, I don't know.
Right?
I guess the Portuguese are shorter.
All right, so you went with Leo and
Brian for spring break, and we were morons, and it's really cold up there in March. Mm-hmm. And it was really cold.
I can imagine.
And it was also St. Paddy's Day, so it was a bunch of drunken shenanigans. And like,
why would you go to Canada, French Canada, for an Irish holiday?
We didn't go there for the Irish holiday. We went for spring break.
Oh, and it just
happened to be the same week as St. Paddy's Day.
Gotcha. And I always used to get St. Patrick's Day off because St. Patrick's Day in Suffolk County, same day as Evacuation Day.
Ew, is that like pooping day?
Yes. Yeah.
Or evacuating.
Suffolk County has a whole holiday in honor of shitting.
So basically,
it's Evacuation Day, so it also could be evacuation of your ball sack.
Oh, so you could also jerk off.
Yeah,
you could.
No,
like actually, Evacuation Day, I believe, has to do with the expulsion of the British from Bunker Hill.
Oh, well, that's cool too. And since it's the same day as St. Paddy's Day, all the Irish that are in the city can have the day off to get hammered.
Yes.
And now, did you ever mention that we're
Do
Irish
they need the day off to get hammered?
No, but it's good that they don't have to like.
Yeah.
But Steve, Chris and I are Irish now.
So am I.
How are we?
I'm more Irish than you guys.
Yeah,
though.
no, you are. You spit in a cup. Now we're Irish.
There's a tiny bit of Irish.
Exactly. 1% to 100%.
1% 100%.
Yes.
Okay, that's how it works.
I guess.
That's why everyone gets drunk on the Irish holiday.
Oh, pissing and shitting and fighting and fucking.
I'm not familiar with that song.
It's a good one.
Okay.
Well, okay. Act 3.
Wait, we're
on Act 3?
Canada?
We didn't finish. We actually started talking about Canada,
Canada.
and now you want to move on.
I want to move. No, I don't want to move on. I'm just for the sake of
moving on. You want
moving
to
on.
MoveOn.org.
MoveOn.org.
Is that a thing?
I think that
it was a thing. Or it is a thing. I don't know.
I don't remember what it was about though.
Pinko commie liberals.
Probably.
Was it 1-800?
Or it's probably or the conservative. Who knows? It's probably somebody that hates somebody and they're just like let's move on.
Was it 1-800 OK Soda? What was it?
1-800 I Feel Okay
I
was
feel
the
okay.
Soda. I still have OK Soda cans at my house.
Oh yeah, of course. You had a wall of cans.
Yeah, I don't have all of them anymore. I think I have like 5.
All right, that's good.
Would you ever consider going to another part of Canada?
I did in friggin' September.
I'm saying, so you've been to like East Coast Canada, but would you go to?
I was thinking about going when I was in Seattle to go to
Vancouver.
Yeah, but we didn't have time.
Yeah.
Did you bring your passport with you?
Yeah, I did. Just in case if we did decide to go up there. So.
And you have visited friends that moved out to Seattle.
Stop it!
I knew I'd get you in trouble.
Don't call me on my bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to the Niagara Falls area, and then as kids, I'm sure we went to different places. I'm in Nova Scotia, but I'm interested in Seattle, in Vancouver, and all of that.
Well, then go someday. Maybe when the kids are older.
When the kids are older, yeah. When I got money.
Or you could just leave them with Grammy and Grampy.
Yeah.
And you and Steph can go to Seattle for a vacation.
But then I think about it, I'm like, what the hell is in Seattle? A Space Needle.
There's the Space Needle. There's the AMP
museum. $40-something to get to the top.
It was only 16.
We did do a whole episode about it. There's stuff to do in Seattle.
Was it? No, it was 18.
You had to discount it because when I was up there for PAX, it was like.
Well, yeah, they were probably charging everybody.
There was no one there. Oh. No one was there.
Well, that's probably why they were charging.
And so that much. Monorail that there's there is so dumb.
Yeah, it was really dumb.
I'm like,
but I did ride it.
I'm gonna ride a monorail. It was like a 2-minute ride.
So in short, Seattle sucks.
No, I had a lot of fun.
Minimum wage is $15 now.
I drank a lot of beer and I played a lot of pinball, like things that I like to do.
Right, gotcha.
Yes. Is there any pinball up in Canada?
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if there's an arcade we can go to that also has beer.
Yes.
There's actually a place up in Maine that I want to check out. I forget what it's called, but it's an arcade bar, and it's in Portland. I want to check it out.
It doesn't sound as good as Fun Spot, which is a really good place to go.
I know, but Fun Spot is cool, but the bar is separate from the rest of the arcade.
It is. Yeah.
So I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, so you don't have little kids running around bothering you while you're drinking.
No, but if the place
Fun Spot's great.
If the place is a bar, little kids aren't going to be there.
Oh, touche.
Or it shouldn't be there.
Shouldn't be there. But sometimes they are.
Sometimes, there's some irresponsible parents that are just like, here, kids, have
fun
at this bar.
There are some people that I'm acquaintances with who are big beer drinkers and craft beer drinkers and like to go to bars, and they bring their little tyke with them. I don't know how I feel about that.
I could understand like at a bowling alley or something, because at least there's like bowling or arcades or whatever else.
Right. I respect them for doing, I respect them for continuing on with their life and for, doing what they enjoy, which is going out and trying different beers and going out to different breweries and things like that. But...
Is the kid the DD?
That's part of it. But I think, their kid is little and not mobile and probably not that loud and probably pretty well behaved, but... as well-behaved as you think your kid is when you bring your kid to a place where people aren't expecting kids... To everyone else, your kid is annoying.
Yes, basically. Well, that happened to me this morning. I was like,
when you came in here, and my kids were
no,
here?
your kids are fine. I was in my apartment. I was just making some breakfast, which was toast and cereal.
Why are there kids in your apartment?
There weren't. Okay. They were in the hallway in the
Uncle
laundry
Steve,
room.
Why were there kids in your?
Stop it! Do not do that. So yeah, there was a kid because my apartment's right next to the laundry room, and there was a kid just hanging out in the laundry room, and I'm like, parent, get your kid out of the laundry room because it's just yelling and being loud in the laundry room.
Was it actually in the laundry?
I hope so.
Because that's probably why I was yelling.
Get me out of this dryer.
The parents
I'm burning to death.
The parent is multitasking, and it's like, you know what? I don't have time.
My kid is wet.
Kid.
I need to
put him in the fucking washing machine. Just leave the lid open.
Usually, you just change the diaper if the kid's wet, but. I mean...
No, I meant
moist. Oh, okay.
She did. All right, we're done with talking about Canada.
Act 3.
Act 3.
What is Act 3? What I don't even know what you had as Act 3.
Cougars.
John.
Act 4.
All right, Cougars is over. Nice.
Act 4, because I don't think there's much to say about Cougars.
Well, I don't know. There was a show called Cougar Town.
There was, with Courtney Cox.
It's still on?
One season left, I believe.
Courtney Cox was on it. That's what I know.
I think she still is on it. I don't think
she's a fun name to say. And she was in a Bruce Springsteen video.
Yeah.
Yep.
She got chubby.
Yep.
Did she?
No.
She's
one of the skinniest persons on the planet.
There was an article. Oh God, why am I even mentioning this? Because now I have to fucking look it up.
Yeah.
Link it in the show notes. There was an article recently I saw come across the transom on Facebook or Twitter about the problem with fat Monica. Of course, Courtney Cox played Monica on Friends, and she occasionally donned a fat suit to play the fat version of Monica from her early 20s or whatever when she was a kid. And I didn't read it, but apparently there was a problem with Fat Monica. Maybe because Courtney Cox was so thin. I don't know. But
That's
speaking of Courtney Cox...
Oh, what else do you have about Courtney Cox?
John had a tandy. When
that is the worst transition ever.
How is that even close? You did say the word something.
Trans something.
No, when you were saying about the
he had a multi-gendered computer.
Yeah. It was fine.
It was fine. Well, so we had a conversation a few episodes back about your first computer.
Well,
there's the computer that you bought.
The first
yourself.
computer I purchased, yes.
Yes, not the first computer in the house. We had a
Commodore
64, yeah.
Yes, which we still have downstairs.
But you had a Tandy.
Yes.
Steve was talking about how shitty it was.
Yes.
But then one of the other Johns that we mentioned on the show wrote in to say that his first computer was a Tandy, and it's actually an improvement over the IBM PC and the IBM PC Junior in a lot of ways. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on your Tandy.
That was a waste of money.
So how much did you pay for it?
I had $600 in the bank. I went down and spent that $600.
Holy crap!
On a Tandy 1000RL, which was not compatible with any other IBM computer. I had to have its own peripherals and all that stuff. Right. Whatever. Okay. It had the 3.5-inch drive, or is it 3.25 inch?
And this was with your paper route money.
Paper route money. The thing that I slaved over since I had a job from 8 years old. Chris was 10. Yeah. I've been working since I was 8.
You saved all that money and you bought a Tandy.
Yes.
I thought you spent like maybe $100 or $200.
No, it was $600. Yeah. And I was so excited about it. I got it and I started playing around with it. I was happy for the first couple days, and then I was like, this is really crappy.
You're like, I don't remember. I remember coming over and I'm like, oh, can I try out your new computer? And you're like, whatever.
Yeah, I was like, go ahead, I don't care.
And I did, and I think I came to the conclusion faster because I didn't spend money on it.
Now I'm not sure if it was the Commodore or if it was my Tandy that I had the storytelling app on it.
I feel like
not
it was
app.
I feel like
that's an app. This is a branching story. I'm doing finger things. Okay. It's a branching story paths.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that was the Tandy.
Okay, that was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was the only thing that was awesome about the Tandy 1000RL was a computer program that was a storytelling where you just write in. It's like it makes a choose your own adventure type thing.
Okay, that's
so you
cool.
can click through it. And
I kind of remember that.
Yes, that was fantastic.
Yes.
Like the best thing about the Commodore was like doing line programming when we went down to the library.
Yeah,
a line book.
Oh my god!
And then it would flash colors. I was so happy that I could make it flash colors.
Yeah.
It took like a week to make it flash.
Flash,
but it was awesome.
I remember getting a book out of the library that had the program for an entire text-based adventure. But the problem was if there was one typo in the book, or you made one typo, like in terms of copying it from the book, it was a typewritten book. And you'd copy line by line the code out of the book into your computer to make it. Apparently, you were going to make an RPG out of it, and I think I tried it a couple times, and it always failed.
Yeah.
That was my problem. And still my problem. I'm too ambitious. I should have just been aiming to make it flash colors.
Flash colors. Yeah.
Yeah. No, flashing.
Couple of lines of code is
couple lines that take a week because you're an idiot kid. You're like,
one key at a time.
Yeah, no,
and
it's like 10,
now my
go
children,
to 20 flash red.
And now my children have tablet computers.
Yeah.
They're 8 and 4, and they have tablet
computers. Can they type?
No.
They can kind of type.
Well, I mean,
Kaylee's the older one. Kaylee can type.
I know the difference between your kids, but I keep on...
No, I'm saying I know you know the difference between...
I keep on, not wanting to say your kids' names on the air. I don't know why.
Whatever. People could find that shit out. I think it's on the About... not anymore. It was on the About page of Clark Woods. It might be on the bio page for me. I'm not... I have friends who are very, very worried about their kids' names getting out online, and I respect them for it. I don't know why that's such a concern. Anyway, they have
there's a lot of sketchy people out there.
But their names being out there?
I don't know.
I know. Yeah, so they have tablet computers that can do... I don't know. I can't do math, so I have no idea how much more powerful they are than the computer John saved $600 for.
Well, my first actual computer was a cardboard box that Grandma set up here, and she was like, "Here's your computer." I'm like, "Sweet," and I just smashed the cardboard box over and over again. It never really worked. But
I wonder why.
But yeah, It was good. It was also a race car.
At least you put the effort in, for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, our aunt, Judy, I don't know if she worked there or she just visited there a lot. Agway, which is how would you describe what Agway does in case there's somebody out there who doesn't know what Agway does?
Isn't
they like a farm supply store?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Judy lived across the way from us when we were growing up, and she came. Speaking of boxes, this is my point. She would be the one who would bring the boxes home. She would bring these huge boxes back from Agway, and one time it was pouring rain out. And
rain?
Pouring rain.
Is that like chocolate rain? Remember that guy?
Not really.
It was pouring rain.
Oh, okay.
Pouring rain. It was
There's a downpour of rain.
There we
downpour of rain, and she brought these boxes.
I'll avert my gaze from the pouring rain.
Why? I mean, when you were 8, yes, you should. You shouldn't be subjected to pouring rain when you're 8. But I mean, you're, an older fellow now. Why should you?
You are a fellow.
You are a fellow.
Yes.
She would bring back these boxes. We would play with the boxes. The boxes were great. The end.
True story.
True story.
That's what I like to say when I tell a joke that doesn't go over. I'll be like, true story.
True story.
Because I didn't get a laugh out of that, you.
So cool. So we got the story and the Tandy. The other thing we wanted to ask while you were here.
Oh.
Because who knows? I mean, maybe you'll come back. You're still around for the holidays for another week, right?
Yes.
Or so. So maybe we can get you back on the next time.
Perhaps.
With a more structured.
Oh yeah.
But the other thing I wanted to ask was like the new Sweethearts. Like we had 2 episodes on the new Sweethearts, and you weren't here.
Yes.
We had 2 episodes with Dan. And I wanted to get the story. Well, Steve wanted to get it too, right?
Well, I would like to get your perspective of the band, and I also kind of wish that Paul had come to our first taping session for that, because I wanted to get Paul's perspective too. I don't know if Will is ever going to come back or even want to have anything to do with a conversation about the thing that he hated.
Yeah.
So Will hated the new Sweethearts?
Yeah, he just by the end of it, he despised the band.
Oh, okay. I wasn't really even a part of the band until the second album, in which no one played any instruments back then. I don't know if anyone doesn't play.
Yeah, we still
because Will was learning the bass, I believe, for a while.
Yeah.
And then I had a guitar, and I didn't know how to play it.
I remember last week, apparently Matt was hoping that he could be in the band. He wanted to be the guitarist, and he was mad that we picked you.
Oh, well, I wasn't even actually the guitarist. If you remember correctly, it was Tsubasa that was the guitarist.
Well, no, on the second album.
I played 3 songs. Tsubasa had more songs in the second album, I believe, than I did.
No.
And my songs was one chord that Will just looped. So it was like, and it was really lame. And I would have played it more, but he just looped that. The second one, I actually had like a riff, I guess, which was like 4 chords, 2 chords that I made up.
And you did play Sweet Dreams on that improv song that we did.
Yes, I did play that, which one small little, I guess, another riff. I don't know how to play guitar. Yeah. So the new Sweethearts, it was a great time. I remember we were standing on the lawn for some stupid yearbook photo, and then Steve had a lunchbox full of tapes, and he was trying to sell them to people. I think Freeman got one.
We were in the yearbook that year?
Yeah, it was like, I think it was not.
It wasn't a lunchbox. I still have it. It was actually Garen's. It was a tackle box.
Oh, it was okay. All right. I remember you carrying that around, and you had tapes in there.
Yeah.
For people. And
yeah, we were selling them at school.
Yeah. So my rock and roll did not actually lead to any women. So I would say it was not the best time to be in a rock and roll group.
Yeah.
In high school.
After all, rock and roll, the whole
point
of rock and roll
is
the chicks.
We weren't rock and roll though. We were very far from it.
Well, we did play that one live show.
We did. Dan has it on tape now.
Yeah, and that was like the worst thing ever, because I was like, "Hey guys, can I just tune my guitar real quick?" And then it was like, "No, it's time to go." I'm like, Okay.
Yeah, and I was furious because they had turned off my mic when I was singing the song, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I gotta tell you,
not the band. It was the people in the studio.
Okay. Well,
had turned off my microphone, and I'm like, I could tell like what I was singing wasn't going into the booth, and I'm like, I'm singing at the top of my lungs, and just so something will pick it up.
Who was in the studio? Somebody that had
some dude at like at the Chelmsford Cable Access television station.
So not like a classmate who didn't like you.
It might have been some kid that didn't like me.
I'm just gonna say the reason I asked that.
It was Adam DeYoung's show. I just said his whole name. Whatever.
I think
he's actually in radio, I think now.
Is he?
Somewhere.
Well, whatever. We're doing better radio than you.
The reason I asked that is that our final show as a full band, Soma, my band.
Yeah, you actually had like.
Were you on Chelmsford Cable Access television?
We were not. We were on Westford Public because our guitar player Andy was from Westford, and our last show as a full band was at Westford Academy, and they taped part of it. And I still want to go back to this tape because I have it to see if there's evidence of the story I wanted to tell, which is that during the first song, second song, I don't know, John, our lead singer, went up to the keyboard of our keyboardist, Ken Mills, and unplugged it during the song so that Ken spends the rest of the set thinking he's playing and not aware. You were aware? Ken was not aware. He just he went on playing, wailing on that thing, but nobody could hear anything he was playing. Why
would he do that?
Because Ken couldn't play. Ken could play Jump. I'm sorry, Ken, if you're listening.
What? Dun, dun, dun,
no,
dun,
Ken could play. Ken could play if he was on his own. He actually had some pretty good things that he did on his computer. But when Ken would try to integrate his stuff into what the rest of the band was playing, it almost never worked. Ken was playing something that detracted from the song. John was angry. John went over, unplugged the keyboard. We had our best show, not just for that reason. We also had our best show because our bassist, Beth the bassist,
you always have to have a chick bassist.
Yeah.
In the 90s?
That's why we had Will. Oh, Jesus.
Beth the bassist
he was the prettiest looking one.
Yeah. He still is.
Yeah, you have goo-goo eyes for Will.
No, everybody has goo-goo eyes for Will. Except me. Yeah.
Beth the bassist had always played on a this tiny practice amp. And you could never hear her. And at this show, it was a talent show, it was a whole bunch of people. We just had her plug into the big bass rig that somebody had up there, and all of a sudden, probably almost entirely based on the fact that she could hear herself, she was like completely badass. The best she had ever played. And then like 2 or 3 days later, the band broke up.
Womp, 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 womp.
Oh, I get it. It's a Foley artist.
Yeah. No, that was just using. We were doing what was acapella.
Oh, have you guys seen Pitch Perfect?
I have.
I have not.
It's a pretty good movie.
I actually enjoyed it. It was like a funny version of Glee.
Of Glee.
And I've seen an episode of Glee, and don't call me a homophobe because of this, but it was too gay for me.
Can we call you a homophobe for some other reason?
Probably.
Okay.
But the episode that I watched was the gay kid's first gay kiss.
Is that what it's called?
No, but that was what it was about.
Okay, all right.
And so I was like, this is way too gay for me.
Yeah. Well, that's.
Wait, did you say it like that?
No.
Okay.
Did you think it like that?
Oh yeah.
Was your inner monologue going?
I was like, I better go up to Chris's room and check off. I'm having all these weird thoughts.
Never happened. All right. So we're at 57:55.
So that means we should wrap up.
We should plug some stuff. And
do you have anything you want to plug, John?
Fun Spot's fantastic.
All right. Well, we might be going there on the way back. So maybe on
the way back from Canada.
So that'll be the day after this airs.
Day after this airs,
we might be going to Canada, or we will be going to Canada. We might be going to Fun Spot.
Might be going to
if you want to join us, if you know how to contact us, you can contact me at Tuesday is Loser.
Tuesday is Loser.
Is that a Twitter thing?
That's my Twitter.
Wow. And you can get me at ECC1977 if you have any feedback on this episode or any other episodes.
If you'd like to tell us we're idiots or assholes or whatever, give us a ring-a-ding-doo.
By email.
At
hot@clarkwoods.com.
No, hot@clarkwoods.com.
Yeah, don't put an at the beginning.
Yeah, that would be. Then you're just
that's not how email works.
You're just going to confuse.
Idiot.
You're going to confuse the email.
Why is it hot?
Horribly off topic.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that does make sense.
It
also means that, and here's the thing: we've joked about having T-shirts. Christmas just happened.
Oh yeah.
And I made a first prototype T-shirt for Steve as a Christmas present. And I was like, what the fuck should the T-shirt be? I'm trying to come up with an idea. And what I realized is the initials are hot, and if you just put that on the front of a shirt, it's saying something about the person wearing the shirt, right? And then Steve and I put our faces in the middle of the O in the hot. And I was like...
I had a really good idea for...
And I was like, this is off, like, especially if we're wearing it, because it's saying that if nobody knows what the hell hot means, because there's no dots.
So if you guys are standing next to each other, and it says hot, and it has both your pictures in it,
yeah,
will you be holding hands? Like your relationship is hot.
Okay, so I had a
Time out. If you want to contact hold on. Just get in contact with them, and they'll get in contact with me.
Perfect. I had an idea for a shirt, and I'm floating this out there for like people that are good at Photoshop. I'm sure we'll get one that has dicks on it.
Yes. Matt's good like that.
Yeah. So I had an idea to combine my love of pinball with this show and a T-shirt. I was thinking the most widely, well, not accepted, but the most distributed pinball machine of all time is, of course, you guys know.
I don't.
You guys should know this.
The most fun one is Medieval Madness.
But the one that was the biggest of all time was the Addams Family.
I did not know that.
Okay, so what I was thinking is like the back artwork of the Addams Family. We just like Photoshop, my head on Gomez and yours on Morticia in the middle, and everybody that's been a guest
Why
can
am
be
I Morticia?
Because I'm more masculine than you.
You are more of like a cub or a bear, so I don't know. And my brother is married with kids.
So, but I'm definitely more masculine.
Okay.
All right. So I'm Morticia.
So and then whoever's been a guest on the show
can
be the other Fester and the rest of the
Cousin It. Is Cousin It on Addams Family, or is that something?
Yeah, Cousin It was the hairy one.
The hairy one.
Yeah.
Which is you. As you told us.
No, I said I'm more masculine. I didn't say I'm more hairy.
But at the beginning of the show, you said you were hairy.
I'm not super hairy. I have like an X-Man across my chest. So I'm like Wolverine. I'm like Logan.
God, everything you say turns me on so much.
Stop it!
You guys might have to leave the room so I can finally jerk off in here.
Okay, you got it.
See you later. See ya.
That's gross.